If you're an insurance agent that wants to become a success story instead of a really sad statistic, come hang out with me. I'm going to help you understand some of the hangups that have caused insurance agent failure so that hopefully you can fly through that little adversity in the beginning and can become a beast in this insurance industry. So many successful insurance agents make it, but yet tragically, 90% of the insurance agents industry wide become statistics, and that's hopefully not going to be you. So let's dive into maybe what brought you into the industry, because maybe you're sick and tired of the W 2. You're tired of your boss telling you when to come, when to go, what you get paid, when you get your next 25-cent raise. And you're like, I'm real sick of this place. I can't wait to jump into commission insurance sales and sell final expense telesales from the comfort of my home. And yes, it's a beautiful thing when you make it. But you got to understand that belief is the backbone of a very simple industry. But the business is far from easy when you don't know how to navigate these waters. It'll sink you. And when you're sick and tired of your boss telling you what to do, and you're like, I'm going to run my own business, I'm out of here. You got to really be one that can be that brutal boss that maybe you hate working for. Because if you don't handle yourself as the single employee, you're going to do some things that are going to cost you money. And I mean, a lot of it could cost you everything, and you make $0 and you fail out of the industry. So let's not fail to talk about the reality of this business where you could run it into the ground. But if you want to earn real money, and not make $0, well, you want financial independence. You want the ability to earn what you're worth. You're like, I have no glass ceiling in insurance sales. You're right, but you got no guarantee. So you got to have a gut in you that says, you know what? I'm going to get out of bed every day and I'm going to work. I'm going to be that boss to myself that I hate working for, because you're the boss of one when you first jump into final expense telesales working remotely. You're the boss of one when you're jumping into annuity sales or life insurance sales or Medicare insurance sales, building that passive income for yourself or maybe your future and your family. It's powerful. When you make it in this insurance industry, there's no better life, my friends. But it's 8 to 10% that have the spoils, the success stories. And so many insurance agents can't manage themselves. They hate the bosses telling them what to do. They hate the authority that is being put upon them. But when you become a business owner in the insurance industry, the authority is you. The manager is you. You've got to look at yourself in the morning when you want to stay in bed and go, get up, you little sleeping maggot. Let's go work. Let's go make some money. Let's go stack some paper. And more importantly, make people's lives better than when I found them today. Let's go. You've got to get yourself out of bed like a beast, because that's who you are. But earning real money, that financial independence, comes from you having a dependence on your schedule. That white space on your calendar can wipe you out, or it can make you the potential of a pile of wealth. The passive income that you can earn as an insurance agent is so powerful. I've been so blessed to be in this industry over 20 plus years, 2 plus decades. Do you know that I still make renewals off life insurance that I sold, little final expense policies, ULs, over 20 years ago? I still get deposits to this day. It's powerful. It is. It's a big deal. Big dollars can happen when you become successful, but you've got to understand financial independence is a tremendous gift, but it comes from you having tremendous grit. The business isn't easy some days. Some days you're overpaid tremendously in this space, high commissions when you sell policies, when you solve problems. But the pain of $0 or the pain of a small chargeback puts people into a place that they go, oh, I'm done. Oh, I could earn real money, but this really hurts right now. It's a brutal reality. I'm just going to stay in bed. No, you've got to be a beast. You've got to keep leaning forward in this industry if you want to have the best chance of financial independence. But independence comes at a price. It just does. And number two, the flexibility that you can find to work from home is amazing. You can have flexibility to work your own schedule, and you're like, I'm sick of my boss telling me what to do. Well, won't work out well for you if you can't work your own hours, because you're like a barber shop that's never open. You're going to go broke. You've got to work. WORK. It's a 4-letter word to some. You're like, I hate my manager. Well, if you can't manage you, you won't make any money in this space if you can't work, right? Like, you can buy the leads, don't matter if you don't work the leads. You're going to just lose out on the financial independence that maybe you could have attained, but you've got to manage yourself, manage your time like a tyrant. You've got to be a tyrant over yourself. That's why I say the business is very simple, but it's not easy. That's why most fail and most can't make the time to have a tight schedule. That schedule comes from you being the most boring human being on the planet. You've got to be able to eliminate distractions. You've got to be laser focused. You've got to take the fun things and go, you know what? My wife and kids are on the lake right now, and I'm during my working hours, and I just can't get there because I'm an independent business owner that has to run the business. You don't have a brick and mortar with a boss telling you what to do. You look in the mirror and say, you get on the phone and do it. You've got flexibility to work. You could work anywhere in the nation. I've worked nationally in so many different states, but I have to work. I have to lock myself in that hotel room, laser focus myself into the laptop and over the phones, and just get it done, because you're the one that's responsible for your success, and you're the one responsible if you become a statistic. You've got to look yourself in the mirror and go, did I make my schedule work? Or did my schedule rock me because of the reality of I didn't put in the hours? Look at the white space on your calendar, because that's what's going to tell you the truth. That's what's going to give you transparency. No different than if you had a lazy W-2 working for you and you go, well, your paycheck was shorted. You didn't put in the work, man. You were here for like what, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day? Come on. You expect to get paid? I'm not paying you 8 hours when you didn't even put 2 hours of work in. We as insurance agents, the ones that don't work out in the business, a lot of times they're like, I'm going to sell insurance full time. And then they look at their calendar and go, well, I put in 20. I put in 14 hours this week. I'm like, you're short sheeting the opportunity. You can work anywhere, but the business doesn't work if you don't work your business. You've got to be laser focused. No cell phone time, no playing around. You've got to put in the work. And I know that sounds boring. That sounds not like a lot of fun. That sounds like a boss telling you what to do. Well, as an independent business owner, the boss is you. And if you can't manage you, you're not going to make it in this space. You have to manage yourself. You've got to manage how you handle a final expense telesales script. You've got to manage the fact that you did or did not show up to training and truly build yourself up better so that you can make the job simpler. But the job's not easy. Did you follow your objections? Did you show up to training? Did you truly buy the leads? Did you work the business? Did you put the hours in? And did you do it all over again? Did you have a good, successful week? I'm proud of you. Did you have a tough week, but you still showed up to training like the man or the lady in this business that's going to be the most successful agent on the planet? I'm proud of you. But we got to put in the work. My first year in the business, guess what? It takes some grit. It takes, you know what? Sold 3 last week, but I'm still showing up to training. I sold 10 last week. I'm still showing up to training. I made a pile of money. I'm still putting myself into a training environment. I'm sharpening the saw. I'm staying on point. I'm still prospecting, even though I had a great day or a good morning. You don't take the rest of the day off because you had one good sale. So many insurance agents lose momentum and they lose a pile of money because they had one good week and then they take the rest of the month off. And then they jump back in and they feel like a new guy. And now it hurts. Momentum is magical. Keep there. Stay on that edge, because when you fall, it'll cut you in this place. When you stop, this business gets scary when you stop. But if you can't manage you, you're not a W-2 boss that says, I'm leaving this place. I'm sick of you telling me when I can take a vacation, when I can take a bathroom break. I hate this place. Well, can you hustle and stay on task and be that worst boss to yourself? Because being an independent insurance agency owner or an independent insurance agent does not pay you by sitting behind a desk and going, well, I'm going to organize my leads and I'm going to pretend I'm a boss and I'm going to have coffee at my desk, or maybe drive in circles and eat at fancy restaurants and have lunch at nice places and talk about the business. You don't get paid unless you solve a problem. Are you a good problem solver? And do people know that you believe in the business? Because belief is the backbone of a simple business. It truly is. But if you don't believe you can, you won't. And if you believe you can, you might. You could be the next success story, but if you can't make your schedule work for you and eliminate 100% of distractions and sometimes work a little bit more, it looks like WORK, but sometimes it looks like a little MORE. We got to engage a little bit more when we've had a bad day. Action will help you. Even if you go do a bunch of door knocks as a life insurance agent and the doors just don't work out for you, you know what? It's a numbers game. Tomorrow's going to be better. Get around a mentor that can get your mind right so that hopefully your money will follow. Your mindset is so important. But flexibility is a fine, it's a fine line that's going to throw you or allow you to stand tall. Flexibility is power when you do the work, but don't let that white space on your calendar wipe you out. Don't let it happen because you control everything in this business. You do. Be that boss that says, you know what? Get to work at 8. Don't leave that office till 5. And I don't mean just sit on your britches because I ain't paying you. Put in the work. Get that phone in your ear, man. Let's go, lady. Come on, let's go. Pretend you're the worst boss that you've ever worked for. And this business may work out. It's power, but you can have flexibility to work anywhere. You could be over in Hawaii having a pina colada, making piles of money when you sell policies over the phone on the beach. Yeah, that sounds pretty great, but we've got to be laser focused and do the work. That's all it is. You could work from a pool and make piles of money when you sell policies over the phone successfully. But guess what? You can also be a statistic when you think you can work poolside and all you're doing is catching sun, holding the phone, looking at YouTube. You're going to make $0. This business will not work out if you don't work the business. It's the brutal reality of final expense telesales, Medicare insurance sales, and annuity sales. And we've got so many amazing agents that partner here nationally. But let me share with you, if you don't put in the work, the business won't work out. Flexibility is a fine line, especially at first. Make sure you walk that line brutally at first. Control everything. Now, number 3 is power. You can control your leads. You can control your leads, which means you own and control your clients. You own and control your cash flow, your future. But you've got to fund your future. If you're a business of any kind, you have to refuel if you were a gas station or you go broke. If you're a barber shop, well, guess what? There's still some supplies that you got to clean and refuel and get yourself ready. You got to make sure the bathroom still has a brand new roll of toilet paper every morning. You got to make sure that the combs are cleaned. If you are running a teriyaki shop, guess what? You got to have new chicken or people get sick and you shut up shop. In insurance sales, you can't work old leads and expect new results. You're going to get sick of the business. You can't have old leads and expect new results. You buy new leads every week, like a supply chain. You run this business. Don't become a statistic. Keep your supply chain steady. But buying leads will not work out when you don't work the leads. You've got to be that just boss, that tyrant that says, I'm a 1099. I got this. I'm an independent business owner. I'm going to control my future based on what I do. I'm going to look in the mirror and smile and go, you know what? I know how to call today. Sitting in my chair doesn't count as income producing activities. I have to make the dials, make the dials, make the dials. And I know that sounds boring, but you want to be a beast? You want to be the best in final expense telesales? Get on the phone, stay on the phone, glue that phone to your ear. Now, don't glue that phone to your ear, really. I'm messing with you. Okay, I don't want to get you guys going, oh, Jason, you told me to glue it to my ear and I'm in trouble. Don't do that. But I'm telling you, you got to feel that way. You got to have that headset on and don't head out of the office until you have called as many leads as you humanly can. You've given it 100%. Make the calls, make the calls, make the calls, make the calls until you can make somebody's life better than when you found them. Solve their problem. Be the person that they need. They need you. Being an insurance agent is a humble profession, and there's so many pushy insurance agents that are problematic. But guess what? They make a way for you because nobody wants to buy from those folks. You get on the phone with them, and they go, wow, you're trying to take care of me? You really care? Yes, we do. Take care of their needs. And you know what? You may find out this business is just what I needed. I have the financial future because I'm a success story. I can have the flexibility to work anywhere in the nation, and I cannot take that flexibility without the responsibility that comes with, you know what? I can do this. I control my leads. I control my training. I control my future. And I found that I really like this industry. This business becomes easier when you're more disciplined. This business becomes easier when you have better habits. This business becomes amazing when you can manage everything at once and you realize I would never go back to a W-2. I would never go back to a boss telling me what to do, when to go, because I'm a more brutal boss to myself than anybody else. And you know what? If that's the case and you make it in this industry, the success story that's going to come when you roll up in front of where you came from, it's going to cause you to have the biggest grin on your face because it took guts beyond what anyone else had the guts to do. Do or do not, there is no try. Give it your all, or this business will cost you everything. And if you know you've got what it takes, give it a go. Go all in. Don't put your toe in the water. Believe, believe, but then put your back into it, and you may become the next success story that just smiles and go, you know what? When pain comes, I just pursue another lead. When the pain comes, I just get after it. When I've had a bad day, I put my back into it, and the bucks hopefully will follow. If you need any resources or a work family to call a home, jasonfinalexpense.com. We do contract agents and agencies nationally to become the best agents and agencies that they were made to be. If we can do anything to help you, let us know. Thank you to all you subscribers out there. I do appreciate you greatly. And remember, my friends, you've got what it takes. We'll see you soon.